What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to go over two different news stories, one of which being Remedy changing their logo, the other being Minecraft Legends review scores. So let's start with Remedy, again, changing their logo. I actually think it looks pretty darn cool. The different color, variations between it looks awesome, but honestly, you can only talk about a logo so much. For me, the biggest thing continues to be the reaffirming that Alan Wake 2 is coming this year. They did a blog post where they announced this, right? The logo change. And at the bottom of the blog post, they say you can look forward to Alan Wake 2 later this year and several great Remedy experiences to play in the coming years. Now, I will say this. I'm a gigantic fan of Alan Wake. I cannot wait for Alan Wake 2. It's one of my most anticipated games of this year. At some point, you got to stop telling people over and over, hey, it's coming, and you actually have to show it. Because in all reality, we got one thing for it, and the game, does it come out in September? Does it come out in December? I doubt it comes out over the summer at this point. Now, look, I think we get Alan Wake 2 at Summer Game Fest. I honestly believe that's where they'll show like a full-on reveal trailer. So we only have to wait, I imagine, another 2 or so months. And now the second news story I want to talk about is Minecraft Legends. The review scores went live last night. I think at almost midnight it went live. People are putting reviews out, kind of scattering it throughout the day today. And it's doing okay. It's at a 73 on Metacritic, not super high scores, but you have to remember Metacritic doesn't take into account YouTubers, right? So I've watched personally Mr. Maddie Plays, ACG. I know SkillUp's title is like, I recommend Minecraft. So actually some of the bigger YouTubers that are reviewing this game, they're actually at least liking it. I don't know if any of them like massively love it. I think from people who do like it, it's almost like a surprise to them. I know Mr. Maddie Plays, that was one of the themes that kind of went with him, where he wasn't sure if he was going to like this game or if this game was going to be good. It's actually how ACG opened his video, and even when he's tweeting about it. And that's generally the vibe I'm getting in the reviews. I mean, there's some solid scores. Somebody gave it a 10 out of 10 from the Daily Star, even though I've never heard of that before. But they're kind of all over the place. Games Radar gave it a 50. Pure Xbox, right, an Xbox site there, gave it a 7 out of a 10. So it seems like it's a pretty average RTS. It's obviously skewed more towards beginners, right? And I think that's something that has been pretty well stressed in what we've seen of this game. I've seen reviews talking about it where I think die-hard people that are into RTS, there is something there for you, but don't expect like a full-on, like what you would get in maybe a hardcore RTS experience. This isn't exactly that. There's been some complaints with the single player, like the story is pretty weak, but some people actually prefer to play it single player over multiplayer. At the end of the day, I'm still excited for this game. I've been moderately interested in it ever since they announced it. Comes out on Tuesday. It's on Game Pass. I'm only going to lose time, right, if I don't like it. And this is probably a game that I'm just going to kind of jump in and out of, right? I'll put it down for Horizon or Dead Island or Star Wars. I'll jump back in when there's a free night, here and there. That's what this game needs to kind of be for me. I don't need it to be, this perfect game. I think it looks pretty okay. So let me know what you guys think about both these stories in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.